I begin with a question. How do you begin to have a conversation with someone you don't trust, Kevin? How do you do that? Everything they do, everything they say is full of deviousness. Where do you start? How can you bridge that gap, having a heart-to-heart conversation so that you can see eye to eye? Do you think that can ever happen, sir?
It can, but it needs a lot of work.
Wow, thank you. I needed to hear something like that. And lots of people have to join in to bring about that, to bridge that gap, right? Thank you, Kevin. But how do you say nice things, constructive things about a neighbor when, as the days go by, every action of that neighbor is deceitful and dangerous to you and the community, Kevin? Huh? It even your mangoes, your ducks, your clothes from your line. You're seeing the man wearing the clothes and the duck feathers all over the yard. And you can't go to the police because the police and the man is best of friends. And if you talk, they lock you up or break down your house, Kevin. How you deal with that? Well, that's where Guyana is at present, Kevin. It's hurtful and it's sad to say, but that's where we are. That's exactly where we are, brother. I have said many times over that when Barra Jagdeo ran this country as president, he made the treasury his personal bank account. He spends what he wants and does what he wants with no accountability whatsoever. Let me repeat the story I told you guys on a previous program. They bought an accounting system out of Canada in 2004, paid $120 million for a program called IFMAS to properly record all the transactions of the finance ministry that holds Guyana's treasury with all the cash inside, Kevin. You hear how much they pay? $120 million for that program, which many countries were using at the time to have a clean and complete record of all transactions. The Canadian company they bought the system from, Kevin, came here and installed 5 out of the 7 programs that come with the package. The 2 most important programs, the one that records how the money is being spent and the one that records the assets of the country, wasn't installed. You didn't hear what I said, Kevin? The 2 most important components of this package, Barra Jagdeo and Ashley Singh, did not install. Everything else, including the one that records all the monies that comes into the treasury, was installed. But the one that should tell the Guyanese people how the money is being spent, what it's spending on, where the money went, what they buy, who getting it, when they get paid, how they get paid, and how much they were being paid, that wasn't installed, along with the one that record all the assets of Guyana. Barra Jagdeo was president and Ashley Singh was the finance minister. Did not have those 2 programs installed. How do you describe leaders like this in a country? To buy a perfect system and turn around and deliberately order the people not to install the most important part. The money going out, and record the assets you have on hand. What do you say to these people? Huh? When my reporter asked the Canadian company why they didn't install the two most important aspects of the program, the director of the company said, "We sell a complete package, a full package, a comprehensive system all across this world to governments. But we have to follow the instructions given to them." You hear that? Them got to follow the instructions given by the governments, what to install or what not to install. That was under Ashni Singh and Bara Jagdev presidency, uncle and auntie. That was how they were running and managing Guyana. They have records for all the money that come into the government. Yes, that come into the pockets of the treasury from everywhere. GRA, the gold, bauxite, loans, NISIL, GWI, Guy-Oil, anywhere and everywhere that government collect from, they have records for that. They make sure that part was installed to have that data recorded. But how they spend them? How they spend them? How it coming out? The Ministry of Finance, where it's going and who's getting it. That portion of the system, Ashni Singh and Bara Jagdev instruct the Canadian company not to install. The story is much more deeper and sweeter than that, but I just give you that in a nutshell here. When the coalition government go in 2015, they installed it and they even upgraded the system. Now the PPP is back. I don't know if they remove it. I don't know if they went back to their old tricks. I love that song. Man to man is so unjust. You don't know who to trust. Bob Marley. What a country Guyana is. What destructive and honest leaders we have. I came out my house. I came out my home. Left with grandchildren on Christmas Day. Yes. To do a special program about the oil law that President Ali, Bara Jagdev and Ashni Singh was going to rush through in Parliament on December 29, 2021. When the whole of Guyana was having a merry time just after the Christmas. Y'all remember what I said? The PNC didn't have a proper oil account law in place to secure and properly manage the oil money. And how them going to revamp and improve the law to make sure the oil money is being properly managed and spent wisely. That's their excuse. That's what they told the whole country. 1 year later, Uncle and Auntie, today, the loopholes they put in the new oil law gives the PPP government a free rein with the oil money. Meaning, they can take out as much as they want, all if they want, do whatever they want, however they want, whenever they want, and don't tell us a single word. The new law, man, uncle, this new law they make, give them that power, control and authority to do whatever they want with the oil money. That is the new law, they revise and update. You got to love this country and these people too, eh? Them say, them new oil law will have full parliamentary oversight. Meaning, the whole parliament got to sit down and agree how the oil money will come out, what it's going to spend on, and how much they will spend. Them also put in an investment committee. Yes. They put in a board of directors that will help to guide the government on how this money will or should be invested to make some money for Guyana. Yes, all that they put in. Them done take out 607 million US. Yes. Parliament had no say. The investment committee and board of directors wasn't even in place when them take out the money. You didn't hear what I said, man. They didn't put the committee in place, neither the board of directors, and they didn't even inform Parliament. They're taking out 607 million US dollar already. Yes, uncle. Man to man is so unjust. Children don't know who to trust. That's where Guyana is today. You don't know who to trust. Wow. I love that man music. Bob Marley. He's a living dead throughout this world. I went to Jamaica a few times. And you got to see when you hit the airport, Michael Manley International. The man is like a king in Jamaica. He's like a king. He's portrayed like a king, even in Africa. All because of his message in those songs. You guys should listen to him. Mia Motley always quote him whenever she gives a speech. Her last speech at the UN, she quoted Bob Marley in it. Cherry Jagan, in his 92 election, one of the team song was Bob Marley's song. Oh, who to trust? I'm so sorry Cherry died. Oh my God, I don't know what he would have been doing today. This information, uncle, this type of information is too much for y'all heads. 607 million US dollar come out, and none of us know where it went, what it went for, who collect, nothing. Absolutely nothing we know. Is there any other country where things like this can happen, man? Other than Guyana? Are there any leaders anywhere else in this world who can do this to their people and get away with it, man? I don't think so. And this trend, hear me, uncle and auntie, and this trend now only start. It will continue as long as they are in government, because the law empowers them to do what they want with the oil money. Oil producing countries, uncle, all over the world have the same special law. Yes, just like the one Jack David them passed. But their laws have specific clause in which the Minister of Finance can go to jail for thieving the oil money or making his hand fast or playing games with it. The PPP government deliberately left out that penalty for people who tamper with the oil money. And when Ashney Singh was confronted about it, after he signed it into law, he tell my reporter, oh, we already got laws in the books to deal with thief, man. Every oil country law has specific and severe penalties inserted in the law for anybody or everybody who misuse, misspend, or make them hand fast with the people's oil money. And you finance man telling this nation, you don't need that. We already got laws in the books to deal with thief, man. Like no other country on earth got laws on their books to deal with thief, man. And you gotta love these people, eh? I played Bob Marley 2 times already, man. Don't let me play it back again. Man to man. Man to man. Or they think we eat salt soap and them eat sweet soap. Or we sucking salt and them eating the milk and honey. You know, sometimes I pray for them. And you guys should do too. We need a lot of prayers in this land. Whenever you're done, they are our brothers. And we are their keepers. I'm not going to play back Bob Marley today. Nah. Man to man is so unjust. Children, people, auntie and uncle, you don't know who to trust. Man, we done not getting anything from this oil. And the little crumbs that we get in, uncle, can just disappear like that. Huh? Without the parliament knowing. The board of directors and the investment committee, they just set up, not knowing or having a say in anything, man. Is this real? Here is a quote that fits what is taking place in Guyana. Deceivers are the most dangerous members of society. They trifle with the best affections of our nature and violate the most sacred obligations. The quote is from a man once named George Krabby. Simply put, to uncle and auntie, these politicians take advantage on our love and affections for them, that they would slaughter our great life without mercy. Anyone who stands in their way of getting what they want. That's what a quote means in simple layman language. My message is, in the Kaicho News, through the articles we carry on a daily basis, my TikToks and this radio program is hitting home. Yes, it's hitting home to the right people. President Ali took a swipe at me for saying every household should have been getting 1 million every month from our wealth in this country, and said, those who are talking like that is talking nonsense, and we have to dismiss it. He said, we are spreading a false narrative. President Ali said, even at the peak of the oil production, Guyanese households would not be able to get $1 million. You have him? You want to play him? We have that thing. Could you play it? Play it, let them hear him, please.
So I can say, like many others, maybe let's give everybody $1 million each. First of all, it's nonsensical because we can't afford it even at the highest point of oil revenue. But it sounds nice, it sounds great. And we have to dismiss these things.
You can't get $1 million. We have to dismiss these things. Now that is very sad, coming from our president's mouth, in a country that is that has the fastest growing economy anywhere in the world today. In all their speeches, uncle, not one of them is saying a word about your pocket or what is coming your way from this oil. Man, if they're not correcting the worst deal on earth and allowing the foreigners to rob and rape this country of its resources, of its wealth, then what else you expect to hear out of their mouths, uncle? What else you expect? So now, having heard what he said, let me show President Ali, Jagdev Norton and Ashley Singh, along with Comrade Ram Jatan, and all of Guyana, how every household can get more than $1 million a month. If, listen to me carefully, if we get a fair and rightful share from our resources, yes, our wealth. If that money is managed the way it should, every man, woman, and child in this country can live the life of kings and queens. You guys can grab a pen and a piece of paper and make some notes as I speak, because I want to spell it out to you people and show you that what President Ali or anybody else is saying is total bull. You grab one? Let's begin with the interest rate Guyana's oil is paying on that 50 billion US dollar plus 50 billion plus Exxon said them invest out there on those 4 projects, which our president, our vice president, Minister of Finance and Vikram Bharat has been numb, dumb, silent, and very silent, I should say, on the percentage attached to that 50 billion US dollars interest rate. I am just saying, all I'm saying with your pen and paper, let them prove me wrong. 10% interest rate on 50 billion plus, uncle and auntie, is 5 billion American dollars coming out from our oil take each year. Cut that down. Yes. Cut it down to 5%. This country saves 2.5 billion American dollars. That's our national budget for the whole year. We are actually giving away on interest rate alone. You hear me, uncle and auntie? Do the maths. Do it. Get your children to do the maths and show you. Cut that 10% to 5%. You save 2.5 billion. Or even if you put them to 4%. 26 billion exploration costs searching for oil and digging wells in 2021. Another 26 billion production costs. Money themselves spent during the operations and cost per barrel. Yes, cost per barrel, uncle, in 2021. Add that 2 figures. It's $52 billion. 1 year alone. Now I am certain Guyana ain't get knocked. Guyana ain't get robbed. Guyana ain't get screwed over. Half. Guyana ain't get knocked. Half. But let me say, or put it nicely, and set a screw us 25% of that. Uncle and Auntie, is $13 billion. We get hit. They have something called depreciation costs. Oh my God. Oh my. This is something I wanted to tell you a long time about depreciation costs. But I was hoping to put it in a context, in a beautiful story where I can lay it out for you people to understand. But I now get the opportunity because I had raised it with Barajagdeo. I showed him. He opened my phone, look at it, squeezed it, bring it up big, and didn't say a word to me when I point that out to him. When I point this out of him, this out to him. The depreciation cost. I don't know how that fit in, how it arrived in expenses. But ExxonMobil took out $38 billion in 2021 alone as depreciation costs, more than the production cost or the exploration cost. What is that $38 billion for? Only ExxonMobil, God and Almighty, and maybe Jagdeo know the answer for that. What buildings, what equipment, what machineries, what are they taking out $38 billion as depreciation for? I don't know. I wish somebody can help me to understand this. I have been trying to talk to some accountants because depreciation cost comes out of every business, even in Kaicho News business. Yes. They take out depreciation costs for the machineries. Oh, but I don't know what depreciation costs Exxon taking out there for machineries. I would love somebody to explain this to me. That's why I had shown Barajagdeo. Can anyone help us to identify what are the things in which they have taken out $38 billion in depreciation for 2021 alone, guys? I'm just asking you, President Ali. Get Ashni Singh. Get Ashni Singh. He's a bright guy. He can be able to tell us. Knock down the interest rate. Get down to the bottom of the exploration, production, and depreciation cost, uncle. Guyana saves $2.75 billion US alone there. Yes. On money they hunchin we. Money they hunchin we. You know we're talking about a whole year budget alone. Let me be nice to Exxon and President Ali. Leave out the scampishness going on within the contracts. I will leave out the inflated costs on them FPSOs, those floating ships. I will also leave out the cost Guyana is paying to lease those same ships. Even leave out the 55,000 American dollars we paying a day, work or no work, for them 50 supply boats. Yes. I am leaving out the helicopter services being provided from Ogle to the FPSO every 10 to 15 minutes from Ogle. And let's touch back on the $50 billion US plus them said them spend on Liza 1, 2, 3, and 4, in which they hunch Guyana again. Let me say it again, in which they hunch Guyana. And I'm saying it nice and reasonable. I'm also addressing it to ExxonMobil and said 25% out of that 50 billion US is inflated bills. 25% out of the 50 billion, uncle, is 12.5 billion American dollars gone from the Guyanese people's pockets. Add this 12.5 to the 2.75, you gone past 15 billion American dollars. That is 5 years Guyana budget money. Yes. We turn a blind eye to that. 5 years. Till 2028. We would not have to worry where we going to find money to run the country. That is the kind of money hit out there on just those 3-4 things I spoke about. Divide that 15 billion plus by the 220,000 households in Guyana. Yes. That is 68,000 US a year. 5,700 US a month. That is more than $1 million Guyana dollar a month for each home. Yet our president is accusing those saying this, that we are spreading falsehood. It's a false narrative. And I want you to know, I leave out completely the money we are getting from Liza 1 and 2 pumping oil right now, uncle. You hear that? I leave out the oil money. And I also exempt the oil we will be pumping in Liza 3 and 4. I didn't say a word. I didn't touch the oil money. And most importantly, I didn't touch the gold, diamond, bauxite, timber, and other minerals. I didn't touch them things that. You hear me, bro? I didn't touch those things. Leaving the shores and our airports by the boatloads and plane loads. Oh, Papa. Oh, Mama. If you throw in that and a portion of the oil money, yes, just a little portion of the oil money to the households, imagine the life every Guyanese can live. Let me put it this way, man. You don't want to give the people them $1 million per month. Then give every household $1 million a year. Correct what I just said there. And you have money to give them $1 million for the next 12 years without touching any oil money. That's what I'm saying. Let me repeat this thing, uncle. That $1 million has nothing to do with the oil money we collecting. That $1 million has nothing to do with the gold, diamond, bauxite, and timber. That is just what we are giving away or have turned a blind eye. Yes, turn a blind eye to with just a few things. Like the interest rate, the project cost, expenses, and production cost. Nothing else. Nothing else, uncle. The 5th project, we are carrying the story tomorrow. They put out a release which said that project will cost us 12.6 billion US. Again, take out another 25%. What a jamming you there with. It's a whole year budget. It's 2023 budget alone. And Guyana will accept that as is. And they said this is just a preliminary cost. It may very well go much higher. And Ali and Jagdeo will accept it as is. Oh. And then saying must dismiss. Who's saying that you have to get monthly money or yearly money? Monitor, uncle. Verify, auntie. Scrutinize and properly authorize those project costs, the contract arrangements. You can go past way $1 million per household. And let them prove me wrong. Show the Guyanese people. Show us, Mr. Ali. Show us, Mr. Jagdeo. The whole array of costs, investments and expenses, along with the assets themselves spend. Yes. Show us them expenses this, from top to bottom. And you will find out who is talking nonsense and spreading falsehood. Show us those things. Let me repeat what I have said earlier. If President Ali and Jagdeo is not making a move to correct the worst oil deal on earth and allowing the foreigners to rob and rape this country of its resources, of its wealth, uncle, then what else you expect to hear out of their mouths? Uncle and auntie, I have been told, and I am convinced, the amount of information this program is giving to you people every Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays is too much for you to process. It is even too much for me and my reporters to process when the day comes, much less you people. So I have decided to shorten these programs and bring you some of the most important issues taking place in this country. I don't think I can tell you everything that's going on, everything that's unfolding by the minute. It's too much. One lady called me yesterday and tell me her husband is in the hospital just listening to your programs. I am so sorry, auntie, but I always say, if you don't have a good heart, turn to another program, onto another radio station, and listen something that will put you in that mood of comfort, happiness, and joy. Please. The doctor even warned me, don't stress yourself out doing these programs. But like I said many times, I prefer to take the chance and take whatever comes my way, be it sickness or death. I just have to document as much as I can when the day comes for the history books, uncle. Yes, for the history books. Honestly, I want to take the doctor's advice, but my heart, body, and soul refuses to. I have to. I believe it's my duty, my God-given right to expose the wrongs and injustices as much as I can as they unfold or as I see them. I pray about it too. But I just have to do what I have to do. I have to document these things. These radio programs will be left for generations to come, that they can look back, they can listen, and they can learn. I want to hear from you guys now. The phone lines will be open. I constantly keep hearing, Glenn, what them chaps gonna do with all this money? I constantly keep hearing this question, Uncle. What is chaps gonna do with all this money? Why are they doing this to the Guyanese people? My friends, and to many of you who are listening to my programs want the answer to that. Same question. I wish I had that answer. I wish. And I'll tell you this. Greed is one of the worst ingredients that can infiltrate a human being. Try not, Uncle and Auntie, to ever let that happen to you. Always be contented and be happy with what you have. Always. And over the years, I have always been contented with whatever God Almighty has blessed me and my family with. Always. You know, they just found out. Any phone calls? They just found out that Vladimir Putin, who is now touted to be the richest man on earth, owns a single property, a mansion, at the Black Sea coast in Russia. Uncle? It value over 1.4 billion US dollars. Half of Guyana yearly budget. One property cost. No property on earth carries a price like that. A matter of fact, France, in Monte Carlo, when I hear the price for the most expensive property in the world a few years back, I refused to go and see it, although I was 2 minutes away in a cab and had all day to go look at that most expensive property on earth. 700 million US it worth. Now Raj, you tell me, Uncle, what Glenn going to watch that for? When you have so many places to go and things to see in France that can educate and enhance my mind or my soul. Why am I going to see that building for? No. I will never go and waste my energy and time over that. The mansion or heaven Putin created in Russia for him, Uncle, has 11 master bedrooms, master suites. And you don't want to hear the rest of the things the mansion comes with. You can Google it, you know, it's online. It comes with gold relaxation chair, indoor swimming pool, private theaters, discos, sitting, dining, lap dancing rooms, underground ice skating hockey rinks, underground sports complex. Man, when you look at the pictures, Putin can do anything in this world. He doesn't care if he goes to hell. He already lived his life in heaven here on earth. With those things I told you there just now, Uncle, his children will also is set to live in heaven on earth. Maybe, just maybe, some of our politicians would like to live like that. Because there is no way. This country has so much wealth, so much resources, and the money is not flowing to its people. No way. By the way, the Marriott Hotel is still here, still belongs to us. Tomorrow is the last day, January 10th, for anyone to submit a bid. Yes. For an expression of interest to purchase the hotel. After this program, I'm going to write up one and send it in the morning. It's a money-making machine. Every one of us should put in a little bit on it too. You know, Uncle, if they want to get rid of the hotel and they really want the Guyanese people to make a few cents out of it, after all, our money bill it on our land that worth millions of US. Why don't they put it up to the entire Guyanese public and let's buy shares in it? I am pretty much certain that every one of you would want to pitch in $1,000, $2,000 in it. Give the public servants a 10% increase every year. Yeah, man. Uncle, I tell you, the money the hotel making can increase every public servant's salary 10% every year. And if you double the room rate presently, yes, presently, man, you can give them 20% increase every year. I wonder why they're not doubling the room rate on those hotel rooms. With all them people, what President Ali said coming into Guyana. Huh? If you double it, you make money, and that's the way business runs. Some hotels across Africa is $600-700 a night. All over the world. In Dubai is $8,000, $3,000 a night. So many people coming in here. Our oil money is there. Man. Oh, man. Oh, you're going to make money. You're going to make money. And you're going to make double the money. Why are you going to sell it? Sorry, I made a mistake. Why are you going to huff it out? Huh? Man, Raj, give me a phone call there, man. Why are they going to huff it out, Uncle? I give you guys enough. It's too much, too much, too much, too much. The phone ringing? All right. Let me share this one with you. And put you to sleep with this one too. I hear in the grapevine. In the grapevine, you know. My backyard got grapevines. I hear it there. 2 grounds. The 2 grounds after Everest Cricket Ground is going to be huffed out by the boys to build 240-story hotels. Oh boy, 240-floor hotels with a decorative connecting bridge to each other. You know, Kevin, I don't have a problem with that. Uncle, I don't have a problem with that if it is going to Guyanese. But we must get our fair share for the value of the land at least. What is that, Kevin? I'm watching that. I want to keep your eyes on that too. Not only on the Marriott, the land, the 2 grounds. I think it's an IS building, number 1. I'm not certain. They done got the designs for the 2 hotels. Yeah, man. I want to see it? I got the design. I got a copy of the design. Yes, good evening, sir. You're the first caller.
Yeah, good evening, Brother Glenn.
Yes.
Yeah, good night, man.
Good night.
Enjoying your program, man, Glenn.
Thank you.
Glenn, I was wondering to know, I was having a discussion with some people in my area here, man, concerning the current affairs what is presently taking place in this country, And, it's bothered me a lot for these people mentality. One individual was telling me, say, man, whatever go do, man. No matter who going, I will still go for work and eat and thing and so. But me ask them one question. Me ask them, say, man, who you think of pay back these loans where this government take?
That's a nice question. That's a nice question. That's a nice question.
People, brother Glenn, man, it's bothered me to know our Ghanaian mentality. They're just narrow-minded, man. If you understand what I'm saying, it's like these people, they're not seeing, man. They're not seeing, right? I don't know if they like to go back to what you call colonialism when we were under slavery and so on. It's like that where these people want, because that is where these leaders are taking us.
But that's taking us exactly. That's where we're going. Thank you for acknowledging that.
Brother Glenn. Man, and our people, man. I myself, when I in little groups and I hear all these people talking about developing, and I wonder for where these people really saying, man. These people really taking.
1 second, they're developing with borrow money. I didn't show you, man. 190 million US they borrow for the Bush Road to let them. They took 192 million the other day for build the East Coast Road. They take 172 million for build the New Harbour Bridge. They took 46 million for build the West Coast Road.
It takes 160 million to do the hospital.
Exactly. They take 160 million and 40 out of the 160 for build 3 hospitals. Me tell you already, next year, 2 years down, the hospitals will remain the same. I look at the speech President Ali give to the Al Jazeera. How do you want to play that speech for you? Oh my gosh. I want to play it for you here.
One very little example. Right in this village where I living, 3 train north already migrated. Right, what is working at them local hospital here on the Escubo Coast, right? They have already migrated. These people, they are not doing nothing really for public servant, so that they can stay here and work and enjoy a good life.
Oh, brother, that is.
And I'm just speaking here. I'm just speaking here from my community where I live in. You understand?
I hear you.
I don't know really. But when people does their talking groups and I just be around a lot, all these markets, and I just hear people, I want to know these people now really, they're not seeing, man.
No, no. Hold a second. You got to try to educate them. You got to educate them. You see, for you to bring about a change, you have to educate people. Okay? Don't get upset with them. They got many people, listen to me carefully, man. They got many people who do not understand onto this day what is going on in this country. And I am talking, wait. I am talking about educated people, brother. Editors, listen to me carefully, man. Editors, reporters, seasoned journalists in this land still doesn't have a clue. They're sailing as to what is happening in this country onto this day. So don't get upset with the Guyanese people. And both the PPP and the PNC, I should have said both all three, PPP and PNC and AFC, knows that. These politicians, them knows that. This is why they can take advantage. This is why when President Ali walks or give a speech, he can sit down and say, don't worry with them who talking. We are modernizing the health sector in this country. They have been saying that for the last so much year, man, 40 years. And guess what?
That is one of the mantra, man.
And guess what?
That is one of the.
And guess what?
Mantra.
No, but you have to tell the people them. Say what has changed in the hospital, man? Tell me, man. You can't even get medication. You can't even get a pill if your head hurting. You understand what I'm
The
saying?
health sector in this country lose the professional people them who work within the health sector in this country is being migrated because of the insufficient salary where these people are getting. It cannot cope with the basic expensive
Well
things
said.
in this country, Brother Glenn.
Well said, well put, well put. So this is why we have to educate them. And unless we expose them in this fashion, in this way, you understand? They want the people to remain like this, you know. You must always you must always
people, man.
wait. You must not be independent. You must not be too comfortable where you get 3 meals a day. If you get 3 meals a day, you will speak out because you don't need a job. Your children don't need a job or hold on to the job. You understand? And this is what happened in third world countries. This is what they did all over Africa. People are afraid to speak because their children working, they're going to lose their job. Money is not going to come in. Oh, they're going to victimize me. You know? And
They
this,
have you under a system named political slavery, man.
exactly. And this is what stifles third world nations. This is exactly what stifles third world nations. Can't see
Oh my.
above their nose. You understand?
Oh, Jesus.
And the government's like this.
Brother Glenn,
You want to tell me Barra Jagdale?
lies.
You want to tell me Barra Jagdale, such a smart man, Ashni Singh, doesn't know that? Barra Jagdale run this country almost 20 years. He know everything. You think I nothing you can tell Barra Jagdale that he doesn't know? But the boy
He
just...
was in all the ministries in this country, man.
Man, this boy know from top to bottom. If I should tell you some stories about this boy, I would drop down. He knows everything.
Yeah, but the question lies when the Guyanese people will wake up. If these Guyanese people would wake up at the smell of the coffee at the dining table, man.
It will take some time.
I just had the accent, man.
It will take some time. It will take some time. But let's do it and let's see how fast we can educate them. Right? Education,
program you're doing, man.
education, knowledge, wisdom is power. You don't have that, cat eat your bread or cat eat your dinner.
Yeah, brother. You're doing a good job, man.
Thank
I
you.
enjoy your program all the time. I just normally tune and listen to your program, man.
Thank you,
You're doing
sir.
a wonderful job, man.
Thank
you know.
you. Thank you.
And I believe you have a far way to go to, man. All right.
I hear you, brother.
You continue doing
I hear
a good
you.
job, man, my brother.
I hear you. God bless.
Good man. Yeah, bye.
Yes, sir. You have a call here?
All right, if you want to call and make a contribution, ask a simple question even. There is the Facebook comment section, as well as you can call the 226-7455 or 226-7454, and you'll be right on to the Glenn LALL show.
You announce the number, or you can call us on 622-2222 WhatsApp or 624-6456. It's a short and nice program.